Lesson 3.3, Graph Systems of Linear Inequalities. To solve a system of linear inequalities, graph them all on one graph. Where the graphs overlap is the solution. So any points within the overlapping area will be solutions. So we graph the linear inequalities like we did in lesson 2.8. So here's our first system. Graph each of the inequalities separately. So we'll start with x is greater than or equal to 2. Remember, you graph it like it's x equals 2, which is a vertical line. And then we want the area where x is bigger than 2. So that's to the right side. The other one, if we solve it for y, we get y is less than or equal to negative x plus 3. So we start at 3, so y-intercept and the slope is down 1 over 1. So we get this diagonal line. It's dotted because it's not equal to. And pick a test point, such as 0, 0, and fill it in. If I try 0, 0, which is this point right there, and I fill it in, I'll have 0 plus 0. It's less than 3, which is true, so I'm shading that side. Where the shaded areas overlap is the solution. So that is the solution. Here's another one. Graph both inequalities. For the first one, the y-intercept is negative 4. So we start down here at negative 4. The slope is negative 4 over 5. So it's down 4 and over 5, or I could go up 4 and backwards 5. It'll be a dotted line because it's not equal to. And for the shading, we could pick the point 0, 0. If we picked point 0, 0 and filled it in, we'll get 0 is less than negative 4, which it's not. So we shade the other side here away from the 0, 0. The second inequality, the y-intercept is at 2, and our slope is down 4 over 5, and it will be a dotted line because it's not equal to. And for the shading, we could try 0, 0 again. If I try 0, 0, and I fill that in, I'll get 0 is greater than 2, which it's not. So I'm going to shade up there away from the 0, 0. So the solution is where the areas overlap. They don't overlap. Therefore, there's no solution. And our last one. Graph all the inequalities. So start with the first one. Y is less than or equal to 3. That would be a horizontal line at 3. We want y's to be less than that, so we'll shade below. It's a solid line because it's equal to. The next one has two parts. First part is x equals 0, so that's a vertical line for x equals 0. And then the other part is x is less than or equal to 5, so that's a vertical line at x is 5. Again, they're solid because they're equal to. And the x is between, so we shaded in between. The last one If we solve it for y, we'll divide by the -1, which means we have to flip the inequality, and then rewrite it. So it's y is greater than -x. So the y-intercept is 0. Okay. Slope is -1, so I go down 1 over 1, and it'll be a dotted line. And if we pick a test point of, say, I don't know, 1, 0, can't use 0, 0 because our graph goes through it, we would end up with 1 is greater than or equal to -0. That's true. So we will shade the side with 1, 0 on it. Solution is where the areas overlap. So that part there is the solution. Enjoy your assignment.